up the right side, and he showed a lot of speed. A lot of speed. And coming from Florida, that's what usually happens.
Sorry about that sound issue, folks. We've got it figured out over here. Only 4 months into this new press box, so they have kinks to work out. We have kinks to work out. I appreciate you being patient and working with us. Number 7 from Montgomery here made a nice interception earlier on the 2-point conversion. Noticed he was the deep man on a kick return, and here he is here showing great lateral quickness, balance. Odds are number 7's a dude.
Yeah, he caught a little out route there, but it ended up going backwards.
I always thought if you got neon green cleats, you got to be fast, right? That's fast man shoes, right?
That is a fast man shoes. Michael Johnson wore them when he broke records way back when.
Usain Bolt wore them.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do not know what just happened on that play.
I don't know. That was a dance move.
And they swarmed it. They got there. They swarmed to the ball. Hit in the backfield, drop for another loss. Is bringing up third and very, very long. So the Cardinals, if they aren't introduced to YNC, they are introduced now.
Now, yeah,
right?
Pretty quickly. They figuring this out pretty quickly.
This game can get out of hand if they can't get it under control and they start moving forward with third down and long here. The Cardinals need to do something.
WCU
Number 14
has some nice size on
dog pound. Number 14 scored for dog pound. Quarterback back to pass.
Right.
He's looking. He throws the ball
across his body. Actually, a good throw across the body. You never want to see it, but he pulled it off and executed it. It takes a lot of athleticism to be able to get that ball accurately across your body.
Yeah, dog pound was there, and they broke the pass up, and it brings up fourth down. So this is punting situation. You know, it didn't look like they had a lot going on offense by you losing all those yards. So I would say let's punt the ball and let's live to fight another day. Ball is back. They punt. It's a good punt.
Pretty good punt there.
Oh, and there's a fumble.
Dropped it. Ball's on the ground. Picks it up. Showing some speed, too. Probably going to have a hold here.
A couple of them.
Look, I saw number 12 with a handful of jersey for Lauderdale Lakes. So going to be pushing them back. If that is a hold, probably going to be starting around their own 30-yard line. That was a pretty good punt. That was the best punt we've seen today.
Yeah,
that was the best punt we've seen today.
It's been we only seen 4.
Only seen 4, right?
That was the 4th one. You football. You know, you're not gonna see no NFL type of punts, but
right?
You know, it served its purpose. They got the ball and tried to flip the field position, and at the same time they got there and covered it, right? Mm-hmm. So if he punt the ball and nobody's back there, guess what? Off to the races, and the game is bad. So 6-0 is not a bad start. First quarter action here. We got the Dogs, got the ball back, and they scored very quickly the last time.
Not sure why a flag was thrown before anybody even got to the line of scrimmage, but
I don't want to butcher his name, but I believe his name is Yanni that scored the ball.
Oh, what was that? What was that trend, that social media trend back in the day? It was Yanni, and it was a sound. Some people heard one thing, other people heard another. It was Yanni, and I can't remember. I'm sure somebody's going to be in the chat remind me what that was.
I might have missed it. And first and 10 for dog pound. They come up to the line. We got twins to the bottom of your screen. Single high to the top. Ball is snapped. It's a handoff.
Only a yard, maybe 2 on the play. Positive yards. Both of these teams, unlike last matchup where you had a team from Cali dealing with the Southern Heat for the first time, both of these teams should be well accustomed to this weather. South Florida, Middle Alabama.
Yeah, that was number 4, Junior, on the carry. We do have a different running back in.
He takes the handoff. Nice cutback.
Cutback. He's still on his feet, just running through people. Very hard run by number 1 for a dog pound.
He had a great cut once he got through that hole, reverse field a bit, turn that into a big run.
But now we have a flag on the play. Let's see what the refs say it is.
I have mixed feelings on all these flags, Corey. I understand we're trying to teach these young men football, but if you honestly wanted to throw a flag for every penalty you saw in 10U football, that would be every play, right? And it just kind of disrupts the flow of the game. Saw a lot of penalties last game, already starting to see it this game. And this is preseason. They're working kinks out too,
Yeah,
right?
this is some of these teams' first action. Some of these teams are in mid-season form, but some of these is their first action. So I do think, like, you got to throw a flag if it affects the play. Oh, my goodness, good cutback. And he is up the field. Junior, number 4, got the ball and is finally taken out of bounds. And we have another flag on the play.
That was Stanley Cherry for Lauderdale Lakes, showing some quick feet in the hole, good vision, hard to bring down. I mean, it's early in this contest, but this dog pound team.
Look at that view right there. I don't know if y'all just saw that last view. It was amazing, to see the scenery around here. This is one of the best facilities that we do have. We got the drone up right now. You're getting a bird's eye view of everything. That's dope. And there we go. We got a handoff going off to the left side. Number 1 breaks a tackle, cuts back. He's still on his feet, and he walks into the end zone.
Great run.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
That is the 3rd runner we've seen already that looked fairly dynamic for this Lauderdale Lakes team.
If you in our chat, man, go ahead and tell us who number 1 is. And that right there gives Dog Pound 12 points.
12-0 start to this game for Lauderdale Lakes. Montgomery needs to tighten the brakes, tighten the clamps down on defense a little bit, get some things going on offense. You don't want to fall too deep, too far behind too early in this contest. Nice fake by the quarterback. Takes it off tackle into the end zone, converts the 2-point conversion. Now we have a 14-0 ball game.
Number 1 is Trent on the carry that scored the touchdown. Big Trent on the touchdown there. The score now 12. Oh no. 14. I stand corrected. 14-0. Dog Pound on top. Well, Jimmy, we're seeing that we had a dog fight, then we had a close game. Not gonna call it a dog fight because it ended up being a goose egg, but now we have a game that we just seen 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
In the first quarter. Like, what do you think the Cardinals can do to stop the hemorrhaging? Because it's hemorrhaging right now.
Yeah, I think the message from these coaches is probably just to get these kids to settle down. I think they're fairly new to the YNC at this stage, so this is their first time in the big lights. They just need to calm down. Big play happened early. Go back to the things they know. Like I was stating earlier, a lot of these guys have different helmets on, so I'm not sure if this team has played together a bunch at this stage or if this is a local all-star team that's kind of come together and is going to kind of figure it out on the fly here. Oh, kickoff off the face mask of the up man. See who recovers it.
And it looks like
it's going to be Lauderdale. Lauderdale
Dog Pound
Lakes
comes up with the ball. Remember, I was telling you earlier, we was talking about it earlier about having those little pooch kicks. Those are just to make sure that the ball bounces in their direction, and that's what happened. They kicked the first one off the ground. The ball hits the up man, and Montgomery County, it ends up falling on it. Now this time the ball hits the guy, and Dog Pound comes away with the ball.
Now I have an opportunity to blow this game wide open here in the first half. 14-0. Been able to kind of run the ball at will thus far. It looks to be a trio of options that can tote the rock and create some big plays. So it's going to be an encroachment, it looks like, on the defense. So it's going to start with a 1st and 5 for Lauderdale Lakes.
And that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to give a good team their
you don't want to make
any
it easy.
yards.
Yeah, you don't want to make it easy for them.
All right. You don't want to give up yards like this. And they come out, they got what, trips at the bottom of the screen? So we got trips at the bottom, single high up top.
Almost in a pistol formation.
And number 11 makes 1 miss. He makes 2 miss. Wow.
I think it's fair to say, Corey, this Lauderdale Lakes team has some offensive weapons.
Well, they call it Dog Pound for a reason.
Yeah.
So they out here and they playing lights out. They understand the assignment. This is YNC, only the best play here. And with that being said, they're coming out and they're applying pressure in all different types of ways. We saw them run the ball. Now we just seen them throw the ball. It's gonna be it's gonna be a long game if the Cardinals cannot figure out how to, 1, slow them down. But 2, make open field tackles. Like that last tackle should have been a tackle in the backfield. Gordo is number 11, and he just broke 3 tackles.
Big hole.
Number 4 around the outside. 6 is there.
Cuts back.
6. Oh, my goodness.
These kids are dynamic. What a run by number 4 here.
That's
showing a little bit of everything.
On the carry. He scored earlier. He turned around. He scored again. He's breaking tackles.
We see it all. He's showing the vision. He's
Yeah.
showing some patience. He's showing the cutback ability, stop on a dime. Breaking tackles, tremendous balance.
And 6 gets there to make the tackle, tracks him down, but
And wrapped him.
yeah.
And he just kind of twisted out of it. Tremendous balance, lower leg strength.
So that's 2 touchdowns for Junior. We do have something going on. I don't know if the touchdown got called back. I don't see anybody moving toward the end zone. So
Now, at this point for Montgomery coaches, it's just don't lose the team, right? Keep them focused.
This is where you have to not only rally the team, but rally the coaching staff. Right? Because, with this being a 20-0 game right now, at that moment you're sitting back like, okay, what can we do to actually not only rally our kids, but hey, coaches, we got to figure out, we got to make an adjustment. We got to do something here. So we had to have a penalty on that last touchdown run by Junior by the dog pound. So the sticks haven't moved, the referees haven't moved, so it had to be a penalty of some sort to bring them back.
I didn't see a call made. Didn't see flag or laundry on the field either.
Well, it had to be. So I'm gonna say it was a holding call. That's the only thing that could probably negate a big touchdown run like that. But dog pound lines up to go back out again. We got twins at the bottom of your screen here.
1st and 8, it looks like.
And they go right down the hill.
Positive yardage. I mean, if I'm Lauderdale Lakes, I'm just going to keep running this ball until they stop me. I mean, that was a 4 or 5 yard gain. That's the shortest gain in probably the last 8 runs they've had.
Yeah. Well,
I'm going to run it until they can slow me down at this stage.
And here we go. Motion. We got a penalty on the play.
That was a bunch of motion, all right. 7-man false start. Look like everybody moved but the ball.
Brings up 2nd down. And the ball is handed off.
Oh, nice move to get to the outside. Nice dead leg inside to get the edge.
He turns
takes it down
corner.
the sideline.
Wow. Touchdown, dog pound.
Oof.
And that's Isaac Hudson on that carry and touchdown. Number 2 gets to the outside. So we seen 4. We seen 2. We seen 1.
Yes.
It looks like they have
like a trio of studs out there toting the rock.
They have a lot of people that can carry the ball. So and now the score is 20-0. Dog pound is up.
South Florida team kind of looks like those old Hurricane backfields where you had Clint Portis and Willis McGahee and all these guys on the roster together. It's kind of what it feels like here. We've seen 3 guys tote the rock. All 3 seem equally capable and dynamic. And they all took it to the house. Breaking tackles. That was a great dead leg by him to force the defender inside so he can get to the edge. These guys can play some football. Here we go. Sprinting to the corner. Dives for the pylon. Ref says he did not get in. To me, and I'm far away, though, looked like he kind of stretched to the inside corner of that pylon. Perhaps a knee touched the ground prior. So we're going to be 20-0 Lauderdale Lake Vikings.
Yeah, that was the quarterback. He kept the ball, tried to keep it, and tried to get to that pylon, but no success there. So, but like I said, I was saying this earlier. I don't know what the Cardinals can do at this moment. It is it's 20-0, and it don't look like it's anything they can do to actually stop them from scoring. Best thing they're going to have to do is use their offense, get points. Mm-hmm. Don't turn the ball over here. Got to get this ball back here, and then start to get some yards. Yeah. And just like that, it's the 2nd quarter action. Lauderdale Lakes are up. They're showing a very, very dominant first quarter. Not say first half.
Yeah.
Very dominant first quarter.
We haven't seen a team put up 20 points yet today, have we?
No. This is our first team to get 20 points. And also, this is our first team to get this type of showing this type of dominance over their competitor.
And really on both sides of the ball, too. Defensively, they just snuffed out anything Montgomery was trying to throw at them. I mean, on the offensive side of the ball, I'd love to see the numbers. I'm betting they're averaging 15, 20 yards a carry at this stage. So they're kind of having their way on the field right now. Montgomery coaches doing the best they can to kind of get their kids recentered. You don't want to these are young men, right? You don't want to damage self-esteem here. You don't want to. So this is really about salvaging your team's future confidence for games beyond this at this point, right? If you can get back into this game, great. But what you're trying to do is make sure that your team is mentally prepared and able to go out and execute next time around.
Yeah, number
Right.
7 there, he tried to pick it up off the ground and make the most of it, but the refs blow it dead. In my mind, I think they need to figure out a way to get the ball in number 7 hands. He has shown that he had the ability to make a big play with the interception, but the offense has to do something. So I'm saying 7. They have him split out at wide receiver up at the top of your screen. Let's see if they can get their playmakers the ball.
Come on, NCU. I know you got something good. Let's see it. Quarterback takes a snap. Going to throw. Looked like you had a flat slant combo. The flat didn't get out to the flat necessarily. Kind of pulled up on his route.
Yeah, incomplete pass there. Like I said, I in my eyes, number 7 is where I'm trying to get the ball to. So maybe that's something that they need to look into. Like, figure out how to get this kid the ball. So big second down here for them, but every play is big from this moment on. Quarterback back to pass.
Steps up in the pocket.
He lets it go.
Nice throw. Oh, receiver just couldn't hang on to it.
In and out of his hands. I mean, it was a good design. The quarterback, it was pressured there by the by the dog pound. Dog pound had the pressure, and the quarterback still got the ball out there. The wide receiver, this big time football. This is the YNC. You got to come down with that. If he catches that ball and run and makes a big run, big catch, I can guarantee you we know his name in like 30 seconds in the chat.
Yeah,
Everybody gonna be saying his name, right? So you got to come down with that. It brings up third down. They threw the ball twice.
That was a really good play by that quarterback, though. The edge rusher got upfield quickly. He climbed the pocket, made a nice throw away from the defender.
I call those fearless throws because you're going to get touched.
Yeah.
Right?
You've got rushers on your backside and coming into your face. You know you're going to get touched. And he really put it on the money.
Yeah, it was a good pass. It wasn't overthrown. It fell into the pocket that only the receiver or it was going to be incomplete. The receiver just had to come down with it. But we're talking about 10U kids, right? Mm-hmm. Even though it is 10U, it is something that I believe, that this day and age, these kids are trained a little bit different. They know a lot more football. Mm-hmm. It's not like when we played football, right?
No.
Back then, it was nobody out there kind of teaching you and having all that. Man, these kids have personal trainers from like 8, 9, and 10 years old.
Yeah, and you say that. So last 2 years, I actually lived in Fort Lauderdale area, and I ran a training facility. I was a general manager of a training facility down there. Their trainer, Julius Jones.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
That's who's training 10, 12-year-old kids out there.
That's crazy.
Guys played in the league, I don't know, 8, 10 years. Notre Dame legend. His brother Thomas Jones, also an NFL star. I think the only brothers to ever rush for 1,000 yards in the same NFL season. I mean, those are the type of guys they have down there working with these 10, 11, 12-year-old kids. So you're going to see an advanced skill level, and a mentality. These kids have a mentality that's beaten into them early to grind, right?
Yeah.
And so you have that South Florida grinding mentality, a lot of confidence, and a lot of skill to go with the speed, and that's why their teams are always tough.
Quarterback back to pass again.
Another little screen gets it to number 7.
He tries to get outside.
And number 4 is all over him.
Yeah. And
number 4 was making some big plays earlier on offense, too.
Yeah, 4 not only is showing that he can run the ball, but he also is coming up making tackles.
Stanley Cherry also goes by the name Junior. Stanley Cherry showing he is a two-way guy, dynamic player on both sides of the ball.
Well, it takes that. We had an interview with the 10U legendary Ducks, and a lot of those players went back and forth, you know,
Right.
on offense and defense. So same thing going on here with the dog pound, and it's showing that, you know, hey, look, 20-0 is not a small feat at
No.
YNC. This is a big thing.
It's
here.
a big deal. 20-0 is tough. It's not insurmountable. It's doable, right? But I mean, positive things have to start happening and have to start happening now. So they're going to be punting to flip the field here.
Oh, it was almost blocked.
Almost blocked. Looked like there was even maybe a little contact on the punter.
Yeah.
Ref didn't see it. I saw a little bit, but
Yeah, he touched him.
touched him.
He touched him. Didn't interfere with the kick. And you know, a lot of times is when you they get closer to the leg.
Right.
That they because at that time they're in a very vulnerable state kicking the ball. That was more upper body type thing.
If he would have LeBron flopped on that though, like they do in the league,
They
right?
do that.
They flop hard in the league. Those punters become soccer players real quick.
Or actors, whichever one.
I'm sorry. I thought soccer players were actors.
Well, what they do is fall to the ground. But Big Boy said, "No, I already did my job. I punted it.
Yeah.
I don't need the extra." He didn't know that was gonna give him a first down though.
Man, I'm 1-360, fall on the ground, start shaking away from a first down right there. Right?
Yeah.
You just play it off. All right, Lauderdale Lake's back at it. Throwing a slant. Just a little high. Receiver got some separation. Safety didn't have the greatest angle to make a play. Had that throw been on the money, I'm going to be honest, I think he scores if that throw's on the money there. I'm sure he wishes he could get that back.
It was outside of inside of the corner, behind the linebackers. It was a perfect placing for it. He just had to figure out how to come down with the ball. Second down here. Let's see if they go back to the air. That's something they didn't do before, but they going back to the air. Let's see if they do that again.
New quarterback, number 3. Oh, great play by the safety to drive on that, but it came up with the catch. I really didn't think he caught that at first. A heck of a catch by the receiver there for Lauderdale Lakes.
Hey, the safety, not only did he have a beat on the ball, but the way he was acting is like he wanted that more than anything. So
right.
He came across his face. He tried to intercept the ball, but I mean, heads up play by the wide receiver by just bringing it in and securing that and picking up a big first down here.
Mm-hmm. Looked like Montgomery came out and almost a bear front there.
Well, the quarterback dropped back to pass and didn't see anything that he could actually execute. So he did what most quarterbacks should do, get the most out of it. So he got upfield. He made the most out of that. I think this is a first timeout here.
You know, we talked about that play that safety almost made, the great catch by that receiver. Number 3 threw a rope right there.
Yes.
I mean, he threw a rope right there. There was a reason the safety couldn't make the play. It's because that ball
was on the money.
On the money. On the outside shoulder where the safety had a hard time making a play on it. It was on a rope. That was a heck of a throw.
This is the most passing we've seen all day. And we
Yeah,
talked
for
about
sure.
how people are gonna take what they do in spring football, 7-on-7, right? And how does that translate to coming out here and putting on the football field? You know, because in youth football, running the ball is still king. I think
100%.
last game out we saw 3 or 4 different people running the ball. This game so far, we got 3-4 people running the ball. And now they're putting the ball in the air. And you're dead on when you say the quarterback put it in a good spot. He put it in the spot that his player came down with it. So excellent pass there. And you don't really see passes that don't get picked off like that, especially when you're throwing inside. You know, a lot of people tell they safeties or they tell they quarterbacks don't throw it on the inside of anybody because that safety could be just right there. And that's it's a heads up play by the quarterback. Ball is snapped. Quarterback is back to pass again. He puts it outside, in and out of the hand. But we do have
I'm gonna be
it
honest.
say push off on the defense. So that's
I thought I saw the receiver and the
They
defensive back chicken fighting a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little.
Both playing using their hands, a little back and forth. I want to see that again.
So the penalty just moves dog pound all the way down. Now they're in scoring territory. Big first down here, and the Cardinals. I don't know if they have been a part of the YNC before, or do they understand what's going on. It's a lot of stuff that's happening at this moment that it might be too big. Sometimes people say you can't perform on a big stage. This could be it right here, and we got a false start.
Down at the receiver down here in this bunch set they had. Receiver came off a little too early.
It's going back.
He's supposed to have his eyes on the ball, reacting on the ball, not on a snap count. So, little things. These guys are learning.
Handoff going up the
Number
left side.
4
Make
again.
one miss, make 2 miss.
Okay. This is
That's number 4 again on the carry.
Hey.
Dog
His
pound.
start-stop ability, his quick feet in the hole. I mean, this kid's got some juice. This is a 26-0 ball game right now. Not the game that Montgomery anticipated putting out here in front of their fans and family, but they still have some time to bounce back and end on a positive note here. But 26-0. Oof.
Like right now,
Oof.
if the alarms aren't going off, they should be.
Yeah, like
Because there's a fire in the house.
Yeah, it's like a tsunami alarm,
It's
right?
a fire in the house right now. This is where you sit back and it's gut check time. All right? You got to do something. Now, what they built to be against a team like Dog Pound, I don't know. Right? They have the size.
They definitely have the size. They look big up front.
Is it coming down to coaching? Is it coming down to just wanting to bid? Is it too hot out there? I don't know the answer to all those questions. Number 3 keeps it here and basically just walks into the end zone.
Yeah. Could it be continuity? I've spoken on how they are, a lot of them wearing different helmets, right? So this might be a mosh posh of top kids from a region that are just learning how to play together on the fly, which is difficult. A lot of these teams have played together for years now.
After the extra point, after the points, it goes 28-0. The game is moving very swiftly. Right now, it's finna go into halftime. Let's see if the Cardinals can get together and put something together and get on the scoring board. They need to score. They need to go score fast.
Yeah, they're going to have a few minutes to figure it out here and make sure they come out in the second half and put together a strong performance. 28-0. Jimmy Smith, Corey signing out. We'll be back to join you in the second half.
way better.
Yeah. Welcome back. 17 Springs Stadium, Millbrook, Alabama. Battle YMC. Lauderdale Lake's about to kick off to the Montgomery Cardinals here. 28-0 lead. Montgomery needs some positive things to happen in a hurry. Just the guy we've been saying, get the ball in his hands. Number 7. He's corralled, wrapped up pretty quickly here. They'll be starting their drive from the 45-yard line. And what was a rough first half. I mean, Corey, you're the coach. What's the message like at halftime? You're a Montgomery Cardinals coach, 28-0. What are you telling your kids at halftime?
I'm telling my kids that it's gonna come down to us and us. Like, only person that right now is the most important person is just a team. Whatever our concept is, we need to get out here and we need to play fast and physical. All right. What we've seen is that you said this off camera, that it just seems like they're not playing bad. They're not making just like bad plays. They're not laying down. They just need to find our identity. They need to find something. And they need to find it fast, because 28-0 is a game where one or two things can happen for you. It could defeat you, or you can start learning from it right now. Start making adjustments. Halftime is about adjustments, and they need to make a big adjustment. Looks like it. We've seen this offense all day, and they go straight to it with number 7 in the backfield.
Oh, number 6 reverses field. Too much
6,
speed.
I do apologize.
Lauderdale Lake's all over that. They saw the numbers to the strong side of the formation there. Got a hat on a hat. Forced the running back to try to cut back across the grain. Not going to happen with that team speed. They were able to rally to the ball, close out.
Yeah, drops them for a big loss. They come back out in the same formation again. This time, I believe that's number 7 back there in the backfield. And they try the same thing, get upfield, and it's a no-go. It's a no-go.
Gain of 2, going to be facing what? Is this 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13? Here,
Yeah,
we've seen them willing to throw the ball. They did earlier. We have an injury down on the field. Don't like to see this. Hoping for the best for that young man.
Yeah, the Cardinals have bit off a little bit too much,
Yeah.
to say the least.
Yeah.
Dog pound. They got their ears pinned back. They're firing on every cylinder. And I said this earlier. Some of these teams, and it looks like this for the Cardinals. Some of these teams, this is their first experience to football 2025.
Right.
This is their first game. And you look at Dog Pound, they look like they are in mid-season form.
That does not look like a team that just started playing.
No. This is not,
are.
they ain't playing no scrimmages.
They're in stride right now.
Yeah, they didn't play no scrimmages. No, what do they call them? The 10-10-5-5. They ain't doing that. It looks like they've been out here and they came ready to play, and it kind of shook the Cardinals.
Yeah.
It kind of shook the Cardinals. They don't look like Cardinals came out here to put up 28 points.
You just kind of look at the body language right now. They look kind of dejected, right? Not a lot of energy. Arms hanging by the side, hands on knees or hips. I've been watching them in between plays.
Yeah, the body language is kind of different from one side to the next.
Looks like no gain on the play. Going to be forcing a 4th and long here.
Yeah,
I think if you're Montgomery at this point, if you're going for it, it's just to work on some things.
Well, yeah, now that's why I say you got to dig in your bag, right?
Right.
this ain't the time for you to be back. Oh, you know what? Let's keep it conservative. It's 28-0. You're playing on the biggest stage you possibly gonna play on this year, right? And by playing on this biggest stage, you really gotta do something to build morale, right?
Right.
You gotta build morale or build something to work off of. But it looked like they're going into a punt, which I do think is a smart decision.
Yeah, I do too. Save these young men, right?
Mm-hmm.
Try to get out here with some pride, some dignity, some confidence left, so you can get it back together, hopefully come out and have a better start to the next game, and go from there. His punter was able to get a hold of one earlier. A decent kick here. Oh.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
I don't think the ref thinks you're supposed to do that either, Corey.
I don't think you're supposed to do that. Yeah. That could be a frustration play, or it could be they just got there way before the ball got there.
That kid's got some hair on him, huh? No, sir. Hair is long.
So that's a penalty on the play. This is gonna march. This is gonna march dog pound forward even more. You don't want to give.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah, you really don't. So
this has been a big play offense, but on the ground.
yes.
That's what we witnessed so far from this team. A lot of capable backs, guys that can bring it home in the end zone in the snap of a finger here. Last thing you want to do is give them a free 10, 15 yards on this penalty.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, extra large. Large.
Thank you, buddy. Oh, getting our shirt order in the booth, coming in asking for our sizes.
Hey,
Gotta love Battle. I tell you, it's the swaggiest gear out.
Yeah,
it really is.
It's a big deal when Battle say, "Hey, let's go ahead and bless these guys." Thank you, Battle. YNC. You know, this is really what it is, man. And they rolling out the carpet for us, man. It's a lot of love here in Millbrook.
Hey, Popeye's chicken sandwiches a little while ago.
Hey,
no
feeding
sponsorship, Popeyes. Come on, get on with it. Bonafide chicken. Battle YNC could use your sponsorship. But that's some good food, though.
Ball is snapped, handoff, big
Ooh.
hole.
Oh.
Oh my goodness! Did you see that?
Quick feet with a spin move, breaks the tackle, stiff arm, going down the sidelines.
and
Unbelievable. I don't think I've seen 14.
No, 14 scored the first touchdown.
Did he? Did
Yeah.
he? Okay. And then they were like, hey, we're just going to give you a little break.
Yeah,
We'll bring
Yanni.
you back in the third quarter for you to just some people.
Yeah.
Oh, run it back. Montgomery's not good, but we haven't seen a team with
Kind of different.
Looks like we're going to have a penalty on the play. Honestly, the refs might just be like me and say, hey, I want to see them run the ball again. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Let's see what play the coach can dial up again for another 40, 50-yard run. And number 14, that was his second carry, or second touchdown, let me say. He scored the very first touchdown. Then we saw other backs carry the ball. And now number 14, Yanni, takes off again. And here you go. After the penalty, we get another penalty. One more penalty. We got a false start on this one. So it's
Just want to make it more challenging.
Yeah.
That's all they're doing.
yeah. Right now, dog pound is the biggest niche I've seen has been their penalties against themselves.
Yeah. It's the only negative I think we could take from this team so far this game.
And we have another one.
We have another one. Clock running down here. Looks like we're about to end the third quarter. Potentially flip fields.
Going into the fourth quarter, 28-0. Dog Pound is putting on a clinic.
They are.
They are literally showing that the YNC, that if people don't believe it, if people out there, spectators, and they don't understand what the YNC, when we say here the best plays here, right? It's not just a saying. It is really, really what's going on. I see people in the comments saying that as dominant as Dog Pound is right now, it's other teams that's better. Imagine that.
Yeah. No, that's the truth. You know, we're going to see. I'm willing to bet this Dog Pound team could hang with almost anyone in the country.
Yeah.
But there's probably teams out there better.
And that's
right?
that's just crazy to see how dominant they are right now. And then you have to turn around and play a team that's more dominant, or you have to play a team that matches up even with you. Because if you look at the other games, you know, it was very close,
very close games,
very close games,
single possession games,
exactly. And but I guess the Ducks started it off. Ducks had a big game, a big win, and now Dog Pound is trying to do the same thing. Ball on the ground. Quarterback just picks it up. He bounces outside and just slips and falls. Number 3 just slips and falls. I don't know if the coach told him to get down.
No, I think a groundhog tripped him.
Groundhog
tripped him and said, "Come on, man. Let's have some decency here. Let's take it easy on this team." I want to see Montgomery bounce back though. And you just know they are. This game got away from them so quickly. I promise you this isn't the best Montgomery team right now. This isn't them playing their best football, right? Now they'll have a chance to go down to the consolation game bracket.
Oh, big hit.
That was a big hit. Is that number 7? No, it's number 6.
Number 6 there.
So number 6 and number 7 have come to play today for sure. Seen both of those guys make some plays. Flash some serious athleticism. They've showed up for their team. Unfortunately, they needed 20 other guys. You need 22 guys.
Yeah, you need
right?
22 of them. That's a big tackle, big solid tackle. That also goes back to show that they're not laying down. They're not finna like, oh, you know what? I'm not. You're
in our backyard too. Remember, there's some hometown pride here, right?
Yeah.
Hands it off.
Oh, my goodness. And he breaks back. Quarterback gives him a block there.
Oh, no.
He turns the corner.
That was a mean stiff arm in the backfield.
And that's number
breaks a tackle.
2 on the carry. That's a different player.
So we got 2, 4, 14. 14 Gianni.
3.
Right? 3. I think 4 was Junior.
Yeah. And everybody seems like as soon as they touch the ball, they got that will, that power to not go down because,
right.
It's not like Montgomery isn't trying to tackle him. He's
they're
in the backfield.
They're grabbing him.
Yeah.
And Montgomery's some big kids, right? So they're grabbing him. They're getting hands on him. But the balance and leg drive of these backs, they're just able to almost walk through these tackles. Unfazed.
Got a swing pass out to the outside.
And here's 14 again.
Back.
Come on, Yanni.
And
oh, boy.
Into the end zone.
Somebody get that kid an NIL deal.
Into the end zone.
Circo. You got to get that kid an NIL deal, Circo. Telling the battle CEO over here. We got the next rising star on the field for Lauderdale Lake.
Hey, he's putting on a clinic, but I believe the play is coming back.
They want to see it again. That's it. I'm convinced at this point. It's like, you know what? Let's run it back.
And I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again, and I mean it when I say it, man. They are their biggest thing that's going on right now. They're hurting themselves, you know. But when you can score the way they've been scoring, hey, that don't even deflate me. I know I can go out there and get another 40-yarder.
We won't be able to get this stat, but just speaking to your point, I bet you Lauderdale Lakes has more penalty yards against them than Montgomery has offense.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know that.
We're probably talking 70 yards of penalties to maybe 20 yards of offense.
Yeah.
Clock stop. 5:19 left in the game. Lauderdale Lakes with a comfortable 28-0 lead.
Yeah, this is like one of those games where the coach is like, oh my goodness, let's get out of here. Hey, if you look at that right there, it says the gauntlet. And that's what this is built for. YNC is built for a gauntlet. It's not going to be games like this all day long. People, please do not believe this is how it's going to be at YNC.
No.
This is not how it's going to be.
Look, Seth in the chat says the refs are just making sure they don't score anymore. I'm not sure that Seth, I think it might be the opposite. They want to see him get another chance. Like, this is pretty exciting stuff. One thing I will say, just so y'all understand how important this is to battle and all the little details and all the boxes they check, these referees, they brought in from out of state. These are Texas referees, right? So there's no bias. This is a group that has called games together routinely. So there's a lot of continuity within that referee group. And it costs a pretty penny. I think everybody knows the cost of flights and hotels and food and all of these things these days. And, if regardless what 4 refs were on the field, you wouldn't know the difference as the viewer, right? But we know it. And it creates a sense of comfort for all of these teams to know that there's no hometown bias, right? These are the little things Battle does to separate themselves from all the competitors. And it's clear to me that this is clearly the best circuit in the country.
Yeah, it's the top of the top when it comes to youth football in the nation. It's the youth national championship for a reason.
Yeah,
I'm no knock on any other platform, but this is the top of the top.
And it's aptly named. It's the proper name for it. Another good run. Runs kind of high. Remind me of Ricky Waters.
Oh, that's a Ricky Waters type runner?
That's a Ricky Waters type runner. You're a 49ers fan, too.
I'm a 49ers fan.
Ricky played with the 49ers back in the day for a little bit.
Yeah, he did. He blessed us. He was out there with us for a little bit. But Ricky Waters, he's one of the premier running backs that made it to the NFL, of course. Played for a couple teams, but 49ers, bang, bang, down the game. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. I do apologize. Here we go again. We got same formation, motion to the left, ball handoff. He makes one miss. He's still running. I just like how hard dog-pound running backs and runners are running.
Every time there's been contact, they've advanced forward.
Yeah.
They've never been stalled. Yeah. They've never been stalled upon the initial contact. They've never fallen backwards. They've moved forward at contact every dang play, it seems like. I want to see more of this team. I really do.
Yeah. Well, we got football all weekend and week.
Yeah.
We got today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and we're gonna have this age group. So hopefully we do get to see them again against a little stiffer talent. Oh my goodness. Did you see the offensive lineman that just kept playing? He pushing this guy like Michael
Orr. That's
right out the back of the backfield.
Yeah.
Like, you can't win games like this. You can't win games like this if you don't have you don't win that offensive line, defensive line battle. And,
Hey.
and Dog Pound is winning that hands down.
And they're up 28-0 with 2 minutes left in the game, and he's still blocking that hard.
Yeah.
Right? So that says something, too. But I did see that. I envisioned Sandra Bullock standing on the sideline yelling, like, you protect him. You know?
That's funny.
All right, it looks like they've made a decision to run the clock on this game, which will put us at a end result 28 Lauderdale Lake Vikings, 0 for the Montgomery Cardinals.
Your Dog Pound showed up and they put in work. Very, very, very stout win. Like they came out here and they want to put everybody on notice that 10U Dog Pound is going to be one of the top teams right here. YNC 17 Springs, man. We'll be right back.
Do you know anybody on Lakes
Thank you, sir.
to get them over here to?
All right, appreciate it.